Hi, Dr. Z here. Welcome back. This is day 5 of our Lunch and Learn video series for CEOs and HR directors. And today we're going to talk about how to create trust in teams. I do employee engagement surveys in organizations, and these are some of the comments that people have said about this idea of trust. That managers don't treat all the employees equally. They try to bring division among the team. Managers speak to teammates about other teammates. Now, obviously, these are some disengaged comments where there's distrust or an absence of trust in teams. Some other comments that trust decreases when there's no action after the trust. I don't feel confident that something will be done or at least reviewed and discussed. Another person said that I sometimes hear things that don't concern me, and that concerns me. Because when I need to have a confidential conversation, I want to make sure that that information is going to stay between me and the appropriate person. Somebody else said that when someone stabs you in the back or throws you under the bus, then trust decays. And lastly, the gossip culture erodes trust. And this is hard to get rid of because some folks, they're accustomed to functioning that way. And there are cliques that are hard to break. So we all know that trust is the most important foundation in relationships, all relationships at work and at home. And the team requires the trust in order to be effective. But unfortunately, many leaders and managers, they aren't good at building trust, mainly because they don't know fully what trust is. Yeah, we often think about trust as integrity, and that's part of it. But there's also other ways to look at trust. So, for example, to build a great team, leaders, managers must be vulnerable and cultivate, vulnerability within the team. There's great strength in vulnerability, yet most of us don't want to be vulnerable. You know, we don't want to be exposed for who we really are. We don't want people to really see us for who we are, because often we feel like we'll be embarrassed. We'll have to face judgment and punishment, just being exposed and people being able to look at you and analyze you and criticize. So how does one establish vulnerability? Well, it starts with being willing to be transparent and brutally honest with yourself. And then being willing to share that information with others. Because often vulnerability sounds like, hey, I made a mistake. I need help. Raise your hand. Hey, will you help me? I need some help. Vulnerability sounds like, I need to get better at this, that, or the other. Vulnerability sounds like, I apologize. Sorry, it won't happen again. How can I improve? What's the best way for us to do this? So that's one factor. Another factor that builds trust is moving away from fear and selfish ego behaviors and being more selfless service. Volunteering to do the extra things that's required in order to help colleagues and help the team. And avoiding competition by demonstrating cooperation. And also, trust can be developed through providing opportunities for individuals to get to know each other. One of the most important things is that people want to be known and appreciated and accepted as a person, as a human being. In order to do that, we have to get to know each other. And sometimes sharing personal history can be a great way to get to know each other. I mean, things that are appropriate, like where did you grow up? Something about your family, something about childhood. You know, even being willing to share some of your failures and successes in childhood and life can be a big way for people to get to know each other and show that vulnerability, right? That provides that strength, because when we're vulnerable with each other, then we can connect at a much deeper level. There's a lot of research on trust building behaviors. But the most important thing to remember is that everybody doesn't build trust the same way or doesn't see trust behaviors exactly the same. For some, vulnerability and open communication will do it. For others, it's integrity and keeping your word. For others still, it's being helpful will build trust. So here are 10 behaviors that you can begin to do today. Maybe take one of these behaviors per day and put them into your repertoire. Number 1, be the model example. They say, walk the talk. Be the first one to demonstrate the behaviors that you want to see in other people. Because you got to give it away first before you're going to get it back from other people. Number 2, be selfless service. I'm a member in the Rotary Club, and so the motto is service above self. That's a marvelous attitude, mindset for building trust. To show that you put the success of individuals and the team above yourself. Number 3, be transparent and over-communicate. Ask questions about other people's needs and interests, and then listen to them attentively. Get to know each person on the team. Number 4, give and receive feedback with grace. Say thank you when people give you feedback, because constructive feedback is really a gift. And it's all designed to help you grow. And make sure to not be judgmental in your feedback. Number 5, be integrity. Keep your promises and stick to your commitments until completion. Number 6, be vulnerable. Admit your mistakes, your weaknesses, and your need for help publicly. And then outline a new actions. Number 7, accept responsibility. Take the blame, things don't go right, and give credit when things go well. Number 8, be fair. Treat everyone by the same policies, rules, procedures, with no exceptions. Number 9, be consistent. Demonstrate a positive mindset and behaviors and expectations every day. And then number 10, mind your own business. Gossip is not allowed because it destroys trust for a lifetime. Okay, well, that's it for how to create trust in teams. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here 2 more days after today, educating you and your team and organization on how to engage, to increase happiness and productivity, profits at work. Thank you. Join me tomorrow during your lunchtime. And I'm going to be talking about how to establish healthy conflict in teams. Thank you very much. Have a grateful day.